Okay, let's take a look at the race results, how you get those into the system. Go into race results here. It says download chart results from Trackmaster. So when the program launches, it'll go to Trackmaster. It's going to go over by the download section. Here you can see result charts. So if you kind of look over here under results, just to give you an idea, you're certainly going to have to sign in, have an account, as I mentioned earlier, with the racing cards. But let's take a look at what is available. So, of course, you have the features for results. Notice under software, we're actually going to be using these comma delimited charts. So that's this obviously has a software that can show you the results. Look under details. You can get detailed descriptions of the result files. And notice one of the things it doesn't have the different payouts. Although it says here it's got official odds for $1 and information on some pari-mutuel payouts. Well, I haven't seen any, but the software will be able to take those. Remember, at one time years ago, I was actually parsing the web and pulling in that kind of data, but there is no more parsing. It's just straight racing cards and race results charts from Trackmaster. But you can look at, for example, the samples. Remember, we're going to be using comma delimited files, and if you look at this example here, this is just showing you the internals of the chart results, and that's what the program will be pulling in. Okay, so anyway, that's Trackmaster. Once the file is downloaded, you can import it. So here you can see the program will go over and look at the subdirectory, and this is a Harrington file that I recently downloaded. It's going to look for this .a asterisk, and it's in this particular case A22. And it says correctly imported, and then you can return. Then you can look at the results in the database. So here, a couple of things. You can look at the tracks that are in the database. And let's see, Harrington is here, as you can see. And then you can display the results. So this is the header, then the horses. So let's look at the header. Again, let's look at Harrington down here. I'm going to get this right at some point. There you go. Well, let's just look at first the tracks. So you can go over here, filter on the tracks, and Harrington will come up. 531.22, 531.22, and you can then filter on track and dates, and then just 531 at Harrington will come up. And you can see that the data is in here. And of course, if you look here towards the end of the database, there's places here to put the actual payouts, but none of them are going to be available in the charts, unfortunately. What else to see? But you do have the fractional times, and that's really about it on the results. So you can filter on select the track, the start through date, or track and the dates. You could also delete all the races before a particular date, all the races for a track and a date, or all in the databases. If you feel that the database is getting too big for you, then you can certainly skim it down because you're not using it. But remember, the program with the statistical model will be using the MyPicks database and the results database to try and give you a good set of weighting factors from a predictive standpoint. You can look at the help program, and it'll show you, the results database, stuff that we just kind of did. Okay? So that's all there. And you can return. So that's the race results in a nutshell.